Yes, let's start today's session. This is the second session of Python full stack development course. So in the last session, just we discuss a very basic information regarding our session. So what subjects I'm going to cover in our Python full stack development course, and what is the complete course duration, and what is the only Python duration we will discuss. Okay. So for new students, at the end of the session, I will provide a YouTube link. Okay, you can watch the first day video. So in the last session, whatever I covered, I will post a link in chat box so that you can able to use that link and watch it. Those who are newly attending this session. And once again, within 5 minutes, I'll explain what I discussed in the last session regarding our session. And now coming to this is completely Python full stack development course. In this course, I'm going to cover Python core and advanced, Django, Flask, REST API. It is also called as DRF, Django REST Framework, and UI basics, user interface or UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, and MySQL and SQL Lite basics we will discuss. So for complete Python full stack development, course duration is 4 months. Okay, 4 months course duration for complete Python full stack development. And if you are looking forward for only Python, not complete Python full stack, so only Python means core and advanced. So it will take minimum 45 days to 2 months. 45 days to 2 months duration. Only Python if you enroll. So 45 days to 2 months duration, and complete Python full stack development if you enroll, 4 months duration is required. So in Python full stack development, these subjects I'm going to cover. So in the last session, I clearly explained which subject is for what purpose. So once again, I'll explain you for new students. So Python is compulsory to become a Python full stack developer because it is a programming language. Complete coding part we are going to write using Python only. Without Python, you can't go for other subjects in full stack development course. So next subject is Django. So Django is a web development framework. It's not a programming language, which is used to develop web applications. And next, one more framework is there, which I'm going to cover in our sessions, like Flask framework. So Flask is a lightweight web development framework. It is also called as micro framework for web development. So small scale applications and single page applications we will develop using Flask with Python. And Django with Python, medium range application and large scale applications we are going to develop. And no matter which framework you are using for web application development like Django or Flask, compulsory Python is mandatory. Without Python, you can't go for any framework. And after completion of Django, I'm going to include this Django REST framework also. This is called REST API, Application Programming Interface. So REST API is a API. It's kind of web services. So it is used to communicate from one application to other application. And in Django, we are going to build web applications, but every web application programmers must and should get idea about UI technologies like HTML for designing the pages or templates, CSS for styling, cascading style set. If you want to provide any styles for your HTML document, you can use styling. JS, JavaScript is for functionality. So to make validations of your HTML page or to make functionality of your HTML page, then we use JavaScript. And jQuery is the advanced version of JavaScript libraries, and Bootstrap is the advanced version of CSS and JavaScript libraries contained. So jQuery, Bootstrap are completely advanced UI technologies. So before going to start with Django, after completion of Python, I'm going to cover these HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap basics also, how much it is required for our Django web application development. And in the context of Django and Flask, we are going to discuss MySQL and SQLite 3, two types of databases also we are going to discuss. So this is what we discussed in the last session. And every day session is going to be recorded, and same session recorded video we will send to your Google Drive, and recorded videos completely downloadable and lifetime accessible. Along with that, complete core Python, advanced Python, Django, Flask, REST framework, UI, MySQL, everything PDF will be provided. So this is the session information. And now, first we have to focus on Python only, because without Python, you can't go for any other things in Python full stack development. So our full concentration on Python only first 45 days to 2 months. So once you learn Python, then it will be easy to manage everything further subjects. Because even in Django, Flask, REST API also, we are going to use Python script only. Without Python script, you can't go for any other frameworks. And I'm telling you, this is only programming language which you are going to learn in our sessions, that is Python. And rest of the things are not programming language. These three, Django, Flask, REST framework, are frameworks only. So this UI is front-end technologies. Backend technologies like MySQL and SQLite 3, these are the backend database preparation. So Python full stack programmer should have the knowledge on all the aspects. So programming knowledge is required, and front-end design knowledge is required, and framework knowledge is required, and database knowledge is required. All I'm going to cover in our full stack development. And I'm not forcing you to join for Python full stack development. It's depend on your requirement. As I said that in the last session also. As per your requirement, you are looking only for Python Core and Advanced, you can enroll for only Python Core and Advanced, so that you will be able to travel with me 45 days to 2 months for Python only. And if you are looking forward for like Python full stack, then you can enroll for full stack development course also, as per your requirement. And you are the fresher, or if you want to fill the experience, like fill the gap from your academics to till today, then I recommend Python full stack development. Or else you are the already working employee, or else you are looking only Python, then Python is enough. Or else if you want to use Python script in any other technologies like data science or artificial intelligence or statistical analysis, data visualization, DevOps, AWS, somewhere you want to use Python script. So learn only Python, not all the things. And we have already started in the last session. So what type of Python programming language it is, okay? So as I said that Python is a programming language which is used to write coding part for the application development. So why Python? Why not other languages which is already available like C, C++, Java, C Sharp, .NET? Means Python nowadays it's a popular and trending language in current IT industry, because Python provides lot of built-in libraries for every aspect of applications. So that's what Python. You can choose Python as your first programming language in your IT career. So learning Python is very simple, and syntax is also very simple, and understanding also very simple. And to learn Python, no prerequisites are required. So no need to have the knowledge of C language or C++ basics. Directly you can able to learn Python. You can start from Python. So automatically you will get complete information related to software subjects like variables, data types, loops, control structures, everything it will be covered in this Python language only. So first we have to focus on Python only. Let's start with Python. Already we start with basic information related to Python. Python is a general purpose programming language. Meaning is what? Using Python, we can develop any type of application. That's what we can call it as. It is a general purpose, not specific purpose. And Python is a high level programming language. So that means as a programmer, low level activities purpose, no need to write any explicit code, because it is already high level. It will maintain complete low level activities internally, like memory management, security, everything will take care Python itself. And Python is completely interpreted programming language. Means when we write code in Python programming, so code will check line by line and execute. So line by line execution, obviously it takes little bit slow compared to other languages. But Python, Explicitly, we need not to compile. Internally, interpreter will take care of compilation. So interpreter means line by line code will check and execute. And next, Python is case sensitive programming language. Means what? The variables and functions and classes, what the way you declare or define in the program, same way you have to access. So if you try to access in different way, it will give error, syntax error or name error like that. Python is completely case sensitive. So Python is dynamically typed programming language. So as I said that in the last session, statically typed language are there, statically typed programming languages. What are that? C, C++, Java, C Sharp, .NET. These are statically typed languages. And dynamically programming languages. Dynamically typed programming language means Python, JavaScript, all other script, shell script, Perl script like this. So these are dynamically typed language. In these languages, statically typed means in the coding part, in the programming part only, as a programmer, you have to mention data type and variable name, and you have to decide the value for this variable. What value you are going to give for this variable, based on that value you have to decide data type here in the programming itself. Suppose I'm deciding integer type because my value is 10. If you go for float and float value is equal to 23.4, this is the way to declare the variable and define the data type in these languages. So inside the program, as a programmer, you should know very well what are the data types based on the values in these languages. But in Python, it's a dynamically typed language. No need to specify any data type in Python because it's a dynamic. Dynamic means runtime. Runtime means at the time of program execution, based on the value, data type will decide for your variable. So only focus on just variable name equals to value only. And variable name is a equals to 10. So you need not to specify any int like this only, because if you specify int a equals to 10, it will give syntax error. Okay, this is not correct. So let me show you one simple program. So I'm going to open basic editor of Python, that is ideally. I will assist you completely how to download, install Python software. Just for time being, I'm just opening ideally software to check this data type, how it will be. Suppose Python a equals to 10. If you want to print a, then print a, that's it. But if I declare any data type like this, it will give syntax error. This type of declaration is possible with other languages, but in Python, it's not possible because it's a syntax error. So you have mentioned clearly int here, not required to mention here, because Python by default, based on the value, data type will decide. For example, a value 10. If you want to print, you can use print function, or directly you can use a also. Here in this ideally software, integrated development learning environment, it is an editor software. In this editor, print function usage is optional, not compulsory. Even you can directly a and hit the enter button, also 10 value is printing. And for example, if you want to know which type of data type is assigned for your variable, then there is a built-in function is available, type function. So type of a means it's an integer type only here. Okay, because you are assigning 10 value to the a, which data type is assigned for your variable a, that means integer only. For example, if I am assigning like float, I'm printing a, that is 23.4. To know that which data type is assigned for your a variable means float type it is. Type is a built-in function like. So this type of declaration is not possible in Python. Only you have to focus on the value and variable. Data type internally will take care. But it doesn't mean that Python do not support data types. So data type only you should not mention explicitly. Internally, data type will decide according to your value for your variable. And Python supports a lot of data types like int, float, bool, complex, even data structures also there, like string, list, tuple, set, and so on. Okay. So this is dynamically typed language, and remaining other languages are there, no existing language, statically typed languages. And these languages are compiler based languages. So compiler means whole program at a time will check in these languages. But in Python, it's a interpreted language. Meaning is what? line by line code will check and execute. So how many number of lines of code you write in Python code, total program at a time will not check. Only line by line code will check in Python. That is interpretation, we can say that. But it doesn't mean that Python don't have any compilation. It's having compilation, but as a programmer, explicitly, we are not going to do compilation. So internally, interpreter will takes place compilation clear. So this is a Python, what type of language it is means. It's a general purpose, high level, interpreted, case sensitive, and dynamically typed language. So why Python? Why not other languages means? Python is having flexibility to write the code using Python script when compared to other programming languages. We will write less number of lines of code. So development cost will be reduced and time will be saved. And also we can do with Python less write, do more. So writing code is less and we can do more operations clearly. So syntactically compared to other languages, Python is straightforward and it's having simple syntax. Everybody, those who don't have any basic knowledge of programming, they can understand easily, they can able to survive after getting a job also using Python. So that advantages are there. So that's what I can strongly recommend to you. Choose your first programming language in your IT career, that is called Python, even not in C, C++ also, not required. And because I'm going to teach you completely from scratch, very basic level and intermediate level and advanced level programming in Python. So because Python supports multiple language patterns, it supports uh, functional oriented, structured oriented, and object oriented. So we are going to discuss in three portion of the Python language skills. That is structured oriented, data structures, functional oriented, all functions logic, object oriented, security reasons. So these are all things we will include in the Python language only. Now coming to this, and moreover, Python why became a popular language means it's became a popular language. The reason is it's having lot of standard libraries. Standard libraries, not only one context of application, different context of applications. Python provides lot of libraries. Like data science, if you want to uh, build data analysis or data visualization application, Python provides that related libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, Bokeh, like that. And if you want to go for testing, like automation, test cases, if you want to write, then Python provides testing modules also. Or to write network programming, then Python provides network module also. Not only these, anywhere Python can be used. So now application area of Python. But before going to discuss application area of Python, I would like to discuss a small story of Python. So actually Python was designed and developed by Guido van Rossum. Python was designed and developed by Guido van Rossum in the year of 1989, and the first version of Python was released in the year of 1991. The first version number is 0.9.0. So he's the author, Guido van Rossum, who designed and developed Python language. And first version was released in the year of 1991. The version number is 0.9.0. If you want to see that more versions of and current latest version of Python, there is an official website like python.org. And not only this official website for Python, in our every subjects like Python, Django, Flask, and MySQL, everything, there is separate official websites are there. So complete official documentation you will get from that website only. So you can visit this www.python.org. You'll be able to get that all versions list. So in today's session only, I'm going to show you what are the versions are there, how to download Python software, and if time permit, I'll show you installation steps also here. So first, the name Python, how it came. Okay, why the author was given the name called Python only. So actually, when he started writing script of his programming language, there was a TV show which was broadcasted in BBC. The TV show name is called Complete Complete Monty Python Circus Show. So the author has decided to take Python from this TV circus show, and he has given working title of his programming language. That's the reason we need to call it as Python only. And Guido van Rossum developed Python language by taking almost all programming features from different languages only. For example, functional programming features from C language, functional oriented features from C language, object-oriented features, object-oriented features from C++, and scripting features. Okay, scripting features from Perl script and shell script. So the author completely developed the Python by taking almost all the features from different languages like functional feature C language, object-oriented C++, scripting features from Perl script and shell script only. And the first version was 0.9.0. And most of the syntaxes in Python derived from C language only. So he's the author of Python, we can call it as. And different subjects are having different authors. Whenever we start Django, I'll tell you about Django story, Flask story, other stories like this. Now, right now, our target is Python. And this is the official website of Python completely. And let's visit this python.org. So what are the versions are there? What is the latest version is there? The first version of Python is 0.9.0 and later 1.x, 2.x, 3.x. So 1.x, 2.x, 3.x means there are a lot of subversions are there. So 1.1, 2, 3 and so on, 2.0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, 3.0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So right now the current stable version of Python 3.10.6. Okay. When I started my previous batch, there was a version called 3.10.6. But I'm not sure about this also because every few days after Python will provide Python organizers will provide a different version in their website. Latest updates they will keep on giving like that. So we have to cross verify this python.org. What was the latest and current stable version is there? You have to check it now. So let's visit this official website here. So go to Google, simply type download Python, or else directly you can hit the request python.org. So once we click on download Python, you will be able to see this first link, official website python.org. So once you click on this link so that you can see this in the main homepage only, download Python 3.10.6 is available. This is the latest version. If we click this, you'll be able to get quickly Python 3.10.6.exe file. And later we have to install it. And most important thing is Python is completely open source and cross-platform also. Cross-platform means Python can run on any operating system like Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac OS, and other operating system. And moreover, it is completely free software. And if you want to look at more versions like this, you can see this lot of versions and its download version available are there. So you can click on this download any versions, old version if you want to work with, you can click on this and you can able to download it. So, but actually Python supports only right now they are providing support for 2.0.1 onwards. Below 2.0.1 version, they were stopped the support. So they were not recommend to use below 2 version. Above 2 versions, you can able to use it any version as per your comfort. But current stable version is 3.10.6 only. We are going to use this. And I'll come back again www.python.org for downloading and installing. But this is the official documentation. If you want, you can click on documentation. You'll be able to get documentation also clearly. And every programming language or every software course, there is official documentation is there. So that documentation, you can able to read it and use it correctly. If you can able to understand, then you can able to read the documentation, you can approach that. So all the faculty members or trainers, corporate trainers will follow this documentation officially only. So behind that, we cannot go for any concept like that. Okay. So this is Python current stable version. But if you want to see that lot of subversion, so later I'll provide my documentation to you. Once you receive the PDF, you will see this in my PDF. You will find so many versions history clearly. But no need to remember all the version history. No one will ask in interview what are the versions and all. Just I keep this information in my documentation. Main versions and its subversions also have given clearly. Okay. So these are the total version numbers, and main versions are there like 0.9.0, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. Right now we are in third version, and that too in third version 3.10.6 only. This is a current stable version. Using this version only, I'm going to teach you all the topics which are related. And even I will disclose in our upcoming session what new things are there in Python 3.10.6 also. I'll include that programming in our syllabus. And coming to this application area of Python. So using Python, as I said that Python is completely general purpose programming language. That means using Python, what type of applications we can develop. So we can use Python everywhere. The most common important application areas are. So here, application areas of Python. Application areas of Python. That means using Python, we can develop different types of applications. Suppose here, desktop applications or standalone applications. Desktop or standalone application means the applications after implementing, if you install a particular mission, on that particular mission only, that applications will be work. That is called standalone or desktop application. For example, all product based applications called as desktop or standalone application, like Notepad, Microsoft Office, okay, and any product based editors, text editors, that are all desktop applications. Even in desktop applications, two types of applications are there: console applications are there, and desktop GUI applications are there, graphical user interface. Console applications completely related to CUI, command user interface or command line interface, or even character user interfaces also we can call it as. So these programs are just basic programs like command prompt, C++ program look like. And you are going to deal with the console application all our character format only. You are giving input in the form of character, and we are getting output also in the form of character. And when it comes to GUI, completely deal with graphical user representation like buttons, labels, text boxes, some forms are there. So this kind of GUI also we can build using Python. But these two are desktop only. It's limited to particular computer, not online. And even we can develop online applications. As I said that web applications. Web applications are also called as online applications or distributed application. And you know that web application purpose compulsory along with Python, which framework is required? Django or Flask framework is required. Using these frameworks, we have to develop web applications, including with REST API. And using Python, we can develop network-based applications also. Network-based application. Using Python, we can develop network-based application. And Python nowadays most rapidly used programming language in data analysis or data science, visualization purpose, analysis purpose, even statistical analysis purpose. We use Python script rapidly. And even Python can be used in AI, artificial intelligence. Python can be used in ML, machine learning. And Python can be used in testing, Selenium with Python. There are so many people are asking Selenium with Python. And even Python can be used in AWS, DevOps also. All DevOps programmers are learning Python because Python script is required for this development and operations kind of thing. And even we can develop some client business application also. That means one of the client need according to their business needs, they want to provide some services to their customers. You can collect the requirements and you can build that application using according to their requirement. That kind of applications are business application. Even we can build some gaming application also using Python, and lot more. Just these many, this is the area of Python where we can use exactly Python script, and even lot more also. Lot more in the sense embedded programming, VLSI, MATLAB. Okay, so everywhere we can use Python. Python contribution is there compulsory in our in nowadays in IT market. Whatever the projects are in pipeline, so everywhere Python script is required, contribution is required. So once you learn Python, you have plenty of opportunities everywhere in any company, in any type of project. So that is the advantage of Python actually. But when we go for C Sharp .NET, only .NET application, those who are taking up that opportunities are there. And Java projects only related to Java programmers. But Python is anywhere it can be useful. Okay, so this is the application area of Python. And I would like to tell about some important features of Python. So what are the basic features of Python? Every Python programmer must and should aware. So I'm including some basic features here. First feature is completely Python is simple and easy to learn. Python is simple and easy to learn. So Python is a simple programming language. As I said that when compared to other programming languages like C, C++, Java, .NET, C Sharp .NET. So we can read Python programs very easily, like how we can read English statements. Same, we can able to read Python statements straight away. And the syntaxes are very simple. And when compared with other languages, we can write programs with very less number of lines of code. So more readability and simplicity structure will be there in Python. And even once we go for Python, we can reduce development cost of the project also, and we'll save a lot of time. As I said, that slogan of Python, like we can do write less and do more in Python. And most another important feature of Python is free and open source completely. Python is completely free and open source. The reason is you need not to uh, take any license from anywhere. Okay, just you visit official website python.org. You can download it and use it, install it and use it. We can use Python software without any license, and it's completely freeware. And the source code is completely open so that we can customize the source code based on our requirement according to our application. Okay, so customization is possible with Python script only. And now coming to this, Python is completely high level programming language. As I said that Python is high level programming language. So being a programmer, we are not required to concentrate on low level activities like memory management and security like this. Python will take care everything internally. So it's completely programmer friendly. And moreover, Python is completely platform independent, sir. Platform independent or cross platform also we can call it as. So that means Python can run anywhere. Once we write Python program, it can run on any platform without rewriting once again. So if you change the platform from Windows operating system to other operating system, you need not to change the source code and complete code, because automatically the code will be converted into mission understandable code. Who will convert that complete Python code into mission understandable form? Internally, Python virtual mission is there that will be convert into mission understandable format. On which mission you are going to run, which platform you are going to run, according to that platform, it will be convert automatically. And Python programs are completely portability in nature. Portability means some situations we can what we can say migrate our Python programs from one platform to another platform. And Python programs will provide same result on any platform, even if you migrate from one platform to another platform easily. That's what portable in nature. And Python is completely dynamically typed language. Just now I discussed. It is also one of the important feature, user-friendly feature, even programmer-friendly feature, because in other languages, programmer need to have the strong idea of data types. So based on their value, what they are going to assign to the variables, they must and should aware, and they should decide while writing the code only data type they should decide. If any wrong data type given, then that will give errors. But in Python, that problem is not available from programmer end, because programmer only concentrate what value if they want to give to the variable they can assign, and based on the value which we given, automatically Python internally will decide for that variable data type only. So in Python, we are not required to declare any type of variables. Whenever we are assigning the value, based on the value, type will automatically decide by Python itself. So, but in other languages, it's not possible. Compulsory in other languages, we have to include data type must. Okay. So these are the basic features, and more other features are said what I discussed, like Python is completely huge standard library, huge standard libraries. Python will provide huge standard libraries. Huge standard libraries means Python has rich inbuilt library. Being a programmer, we can use these libraries directly without uh, creating or generating the code, and we are not responsible to implement any functionality. Directly we can use it. These libraries are called ready-made resources, and directly you can use it and extend your logic with the script only. And completely Python, what we can say, Python is completely extensible nature. Extensible means what, we can use other language programs in Python also. The main advantage of this approach is we can use already existing non-Python code, and we can improve the performance of the application. That extensibility is also possible in Python. So these are the basic and important features of Python, application area of Python, and versions of Python, and the history of Python clearly. Now it's time to focus on our editors. Editor means, see, before going to start writing, first of all, you have to make setup in your computer. Any programming language code, if you are writing, means you have to make setup compulsory. So without making setup and without arranging the platform, we can't able to write the code. For example, C++ programmers, what editor they'll use most probably? They'll use Notepad, Turbo C, or any other editors. And Java programmers, even Edit Plus, Eclipse, NetBeans, and so on. And .NET programmers will use mostly Visual Studio or VS Code. Same like Python programmers, they should use some proper editors. So editor tool is nothing but it's a software tool where we can write Python script, and where we can manage Python code, and where we can execute that. All these things we can do in one platform. That is called editor tool. So how to get editors and which editor is the best suitable for Python beginners, I will assist quickly now. But first and foremost important thing is to start your programming. So first we have to visit official website www.python.org. So once you visit official website, there it will be Python software is there. That software have to be downloaded. Now you can see you can click on download, and there is a download Python 3.10.6. Just now I have click on this. I have already downloaded. In my download folder, this version is available, Python 3.10.6. But even before this, I have already Python software in my computer, because I used to handle many batches, online and offline batches. For them, I have already installed. But one important thing I want to tell you, all of my students, no matter what editor you are going to use later, whether you are using Edit Place or Atom or Jupyter, Spider, PyCharm, Visual Studio Code, as per your comfort, you can decide which editor you want to use. But as per my responsibility, I am going to tell you clearly, these are main editors I will include. Okay. But in our session, which editor through I'm going to explain all the topics also I will disclose in this session only. But first of all, we have to download Python software and install. After that only you can decide the editor only. Without downloading Python software and install, and no editor will work. Means if you install directly editor, then that is mere waste of time. Compulsory Python libraries are required, core libraries are required. So core libraries will come by default when we install Python software. So already I have downloaded Python software from this official website. So now in my computer, already I have Python software. But even if you want to check in your computer Python is there or not, if it is there, which version is available in your computer, if you want to check, simply go to command prompt, go to search and type command. It's normal operating system command prompt, like Windows operating system command prompt. Here I am searching Python version. Python is there or not? If it is there, what version is there? You can able to find. So here I'm typing simple command, sir, Python space hyphen version. This is only simple command we have to pass. Then you will get clearly which version is available in your computer. If you have Python, if you don't have Python, simply you will get a message called Python not recognized, like that. So if you get the message like Python not recognized, that indicates that in your computer there is no Python software. You have to install it. Okay. Yes. Right now in my computer already Python is there. I want to show you which version is available, how to find the version currently which is available in our computer. You have to go to command prompt, simply type Python space hyphen version, and you can hit the enter button. Automatically you will come to know that if Python is available, and then what version is available in my computer. So right now, what version is available? Python 3.10.6 version is available. So this is already available, sir. Sir, how to, if not available, how to install? Okay, yes. So for showing installation steps, so first let's uninstall from my computer. So to uninstall, so let's go to control panel, because already I have in my computer. So for you, I'm doing an installation, and let me show you the step-by-step installation quickly. And making Python setup is not a big deal. It's very simple and straightforward, pretty simple. Okay. Now I'm trying to uninstall first Python software. You can see Python 3.10.6, right click on it, uninstall while going control panel. So I'm uninstalling like this. So once I install, just wait few minutes, like 1 or 2 minutes. Then installation once completed, then I'll show clearly step-by-step installation how it will be. So it's not a big task for installation of Python setup. It's all hardly 1 or 2 minutes of time you can do it. First, let's complete the uninstallation process. Even once complete the installation process, even I'll go to my command prompt and also check the version. Now you can see if Python, if you don't have Python software in your computer, then what is the command will return result. Okay. And meanwhile, I'm going to copy and paste this link. Those who are attending newly today only, you miss my yesterday session. So just you can use this link. This link is YouTube link. I'm copying and pasting this link into GoToMeeting chart. So you can collect this link. Those who are attending newly today, I'm pasting that link in chat box. You can try to get this. I think you receive. No, you are not receiving. I'm sending to all. And I posted to only one person. Vasanta, can you please post that link to all from your side? I request you to post that link to all in the chat box, so that they can collect the link, and you can watch my first video which I conducted last session yesterday. That was first video, and this is the second lecture. Yeah, this is the second lecture. Yeah, and no worries. And these videos also I'm going to send to your Google Drive once your enrollment process is complete. Okay, so let it be uninstalled this process. Yeah, let's close this uninstall process. Installation is successfully done. After installation, you have to uninstall Python launcher also. Once installation is complete, then let's reinstall. Right now in my computer, there is no Python software is available. How to check again? Let's go to command prompt. Okay, go to command prompt and now check the version Python hyphen version. Just wait, I'll share the link. Okay. Python space hyphen version. And once I hit this, now you can see previously it was Python 3.10.6, but now this is what Python was not found. So that means I uninstall completely Python software from my computer. There is no Python software available. Okay. The reason is why just now I have uninstalled Python software. Okay. Python software. So just I'm posting the YouTube link for entire audience. You can collect it now. So I hope you receive that all. Now there is no Python software available. Let me install Python software again. So to install that, you have to download it first. Already I have downloaded in my downloads folder. You can see this Python 3.10.6 version is there. You just simply double click on this completely. Okay. So just double click on this. Once you double click on, it will ask you to run this software. Hit the run button. After hitting the run button, I strongly recommend to activate one checkbox here in this window. So as soon as when we click on that Python software, you will be get this link completely. Install Python 3.10.6. Install now. And after that, before going to hit the install now option, you must and should activate this checkbox. Add Python 3.102 path. So why this checkbox is, this is for adding path to your operating system or adding Python environment variable so that your operating system can easily recognize your Python script and commands clearly. Even if you forgot to activate this checkbox, no problem. Later we can do it manually also. But in the installation process, activate this checkbox must, and after that hit the install button, install now, and say yes. So wait for 1 minute. So again, Python software installed successfully. Within 1 minute of time, your Python software will be installed. So once installation is completed, then again you can able to check by going command prompt and type Python space hyphen version. It's very simple and straightforward. Almost done. Yes. So whenever you install Python software like this, you will get a default editor. That editor name is called IDLE, Integrated Development Learning Environment. That is the default editor. If you want to continue with Python program with IDLE software, you can able to delete. You can able to continue that, or else you can go through any one of the editor. But in our session, complete Python full stack development course, I'll conduct all the sessions related to PyCharm editor. So PyCharm is the best editor of Python beginners. But right now Python software installed successfully. And again, you can go and check out installed successfully or not. Command prompt, Python space, hyphen version I'm taking. So Python 3.10.6 is there. This is version Python 3.10.6. So Python is ready. When we install Python, you will get default editor. Default editor is called IDLE. Let's go and check out in the search. IDLE, you can type it, Integrated Development Learning Environment. And here you can see this IDLE of Python. Once we click on this IDLE of Python, now you can see this. So this is the editor, what you will get after installation of Python clearly. Okay, this is the editor clear. In this editor, you can type any code, like I'm typing just hello DURGASOFT and press enter, you got output here. Even if you want to type some variables and add two numbers like this, you can type it. A equal 10, B equal 20, A plus B, 30 is result. It's very pretty simple syntax and straightforward programming. This is ideally. But in our upcoming sessions, I'm not going to write any code for this ideally software. Okay, I'm going to use PyCharm editor actually here. So PyCharm is the best editor for Python beginners. So there are so many editors all there. I'm going to write editor tools. Okay, editors for Python. You can use any editor. First, I'm going to write official Python editors. One is ideally integrated development learning environment. This editor will come by default when we install Python software. And next one is PyCharm editor, PyCharm. And next Jupyter, Jupyter, and Spider, Spider. This Jupyter Spider under comes into Anaconda distribution. Okay, Jupyter Spider, Atom, Atom. Then after that, normal editors you can use Notepad, Notepad plus plus, Edit plus, Edit plus, VS Code, Visual Studio Code, and NetBeans, NetBeans, Edit plus. So many editors are there. But exclusive Python editors are ideally PyCharm like this. Even Jupyter and Spider also they'll use for data science programmers or data analysis programmers. Even Atom also will be useful. But ultimately, my favorite editor is PyCharm editor, where I can feel comfort and you also can be better to use PyCharm editor. Or else, if you ask me after PyCharm, what you suggest, sir, means I will suggest VS Code, Visual Studio Code is completely. So this is the best editor and this is one best editor. Editor is just for platform where we can write code and execute. As per your comfort, you can do it. But better to use in the initial stage of Python programming as a new to Python script. So for understanding the syntax and the rules and regulations, so official editor if you use that will be good. Even you can write Notepad, Notepad plus also. That is plain text editor. There is no suggestions and there is no guidelines will come in this editors because writing code is somewhat little bit complex in Notepad, Notepad plus plus because there is no suggestions will come while writing the code. So that's what I strongly recommend. Better to use PyCharm. In our upcoming session, I'm going to use all PyCharm editor only. Even Django, Flask, everything will be used with PyCharm only. Okay. So PyCharm editor also I will show you in our upcoming session. I will uninstall and uninstall. Okay. But even if you want me to show right now only, then I can show you. Already I have my PyCharm editor is there because many batches I'm going to teach now. So in the daily, so morning, evening. So I have already PyCharm professional editor, community editor, everything is there. This is PyCharm editor. This editor only I'm going to use. Don't worry, in our upcoming next session, I will show you clear steps how to download PyCharm and installation also. Clearly, I will discuss. No worries at all. From the point to point, I'll cover. Step by step, I'll give you guidelines clearly. In tomorrow's session, you will get complete information clearly about PyCharm editor. And tomorrow concept is completely what you know, editor discussion, how to write Python script in many different ways, and what editor is the best editor, which editor I'm going to continue. All the things I'm going to discuss in tomorrow session only. This is just today. Tomorrow, tomorrow Saturday, but we'll make it on Monday because this is the first Saturday, first batch. Today's only demos. Maybe tomorrow we will expect some less strength. So many students will miss actually. Okay, so that's what we will plan it better on Monday session. So your next session will be Monday compulsory. Our team will give you a same link or new link. They will assist you. Monday also you can join it. Monday onwards our regular sessions will continue. Next week onwards, Monday to Saturday classes will continue. Only Sunday is the holiday. Okay. Tomorrow only why I'm giving off in the sense many of the students may be missed out by weekend. So they may miss out some editor installation and all because it is very important. making setup and arrangement of your editor is very important before going to write Python script and other script also. If you miss that, then we cannot able to proceed in further session. So that's what is my plan. In the sense, tomorrow you can take off. Okay. So better to join directly on Monday. So we completed yesterday and today just demonstration sessions, consider. And Monday onwards, we will enter into our regular topics, editor installation, what editor is best editor for our Python script. We'll decide it and we'll go through that editor only continuously. So your next session will be on Monday. Our team will send a same link. If it is this link is work, they will send you same link, or else if any link change also, they will send to you new link also to your mails. You can check it. So Monday onwards, our regular session will be happen. Even Monday after attending the session also, you can decide that. Okay, whether you want to enroll this course or not, you can decide. So take the decision, feel free. Okay, no need to take the decision hurry burry like that. So take the decision slowly, no problem. If you want to attend one or two sessions more, Monday also you can attend, Tuesday also you can attend. Then after that, you can take the decision whatever you want. No worries at all. And our next session will be on Monday, sir. What other timings your parallel batch? My parallel batch is running, but that are already started. Okay. Yes. No parallel. This is only right now my new batch of online, because actually from last 1 month onwards, in future I'm not sure, because I was busy with my offline sessions. Okay, I'm going to my institute every day. I'm conducting their full stack. Time is not suitable means I can't help you regarding this for sure, because I have only this time when I a free slot for me, and other slots are completely busy with my other subjects. And even early morning 7 a.m. Django is going, 8 a.m. Django is going, and morning offline batches 9 a.m. Python full stack, 11 a.m. Python full stack, and evenings .NET is going there. So I can't able to manage this. So this is only batch which I am conducting right now, Python full stack. If you have time problem, then I can't help you regarding that. I'm very sorry. Morning hours it's there, but it's right now going. Okay, that is Django. It is in the middle. We can't. You can't join in that. In upcoming months, we cannot say that, because once I busy with my offline session, then online will be obviously reduce the sessions. So even imagine that even I don't have enough slots. That's what I my management decided that to make my batch at 9 p.m. only. If I have a slot, then why they don't make that 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. or morning or like this? So I don't have time. I have a lot of busy schedule with my all slots are completely packed up. So that's what I took this decision for 9 p.m. This is only one slot which I left. This is last session for my day, every day. Yeah. Python plus Django, no, 4 months. It's around 3 months it will take. Yeah. Yeah. So any question you can feel free to ask me, but make sure that your next session will be on Monday. Tomorrow, no class, and Sunday, no class. Again, Monday. From Monday onwards, I'll take continuously sessions Saturday. Every week, completely 6 sessions will be there, Monday to Saturday. Only Sunday is the holiday from next week onwards. Yeah, Anaconda, you can also use it, no problem. In Anaconda distribution, there are so many editors will come, like Jupyter, Spider, VS Code, all uh, uh, editor available. You can use it any editor. But in our session, I am going to use PyCharm editor. That's what I recommend. So better practice. There is no difference offline and online. Offline in the sense you should come to our institute. Okay, you should stay there in our what we can say. If you are out of the city, you should come to Hyderabad. You should stay there in hostel. You have to pay hostel fees. You have to pay institute fees, and a lot of things. But online means happily you can able to sit your home and attend and practice things. And if you have any doubts, you can feel free to mail us at any time. I'll help you. Decide is your wish. But my lecture will be same. Offline, online, both are same. My way of lecture. Yes, in PyCharm, we can run SQLite, we can run HTML, we can run Bootstrap, everything we can able to run in one editor that is called PyCharm. That's what I recommend. Yeah. Any questions? Yes. Why tomorrow I'm not taking session means just because of tomorrow Saturday, maybe there is a chances less number of students may turn out. So if I tell you that installation process and all that, they will miss out. So I don't want make in the initial stage trouble. So that's what better to join on Monday. Okay, better to join on the same link. If any link change, our team will update you. Okay, no worries. You can check your mails before joining the session on Monday at same time. If I miss any classes due to it, yeah, you can miss any classes due to reason, but anyway, our videos are there. No, if you attend regularly or not regularly, no matter for me. Once I maintain your mails or your batch mails, once you enroll all students' mails in our hand, then every day without fail after completion of session, same recorded video I'll upload to your Google Drive. Whether you attend or not, I will not monitor every day because that is your wish. But I request you attend. That is the better way. If you have my other batches, then I will allow you to attend anytime. No issues at all. That's not a big deal. And even videos also I'll send. Yeah. Videos every day I'll send for everyone. Not like that only attended persons only I'll send the video. No. For everyone I'll send. By default you'll get video. But you have to attend, no better. You should not miss the session unnecessarily. I'm saying I said that completely PyCharm editor only I'm going to use. First initial stage on Monday session, what I'll try to do, I will show you all the ways. Ideally, Notepad, PyCharm, any other editors you want, I will show you all the editors. Finally, I'll fix with what? PyCharm only. Continuously, I'll tell you all the subjects related to PyCharm only. No time limit for videos. I said no, you can able to download. It's a lifetime access for all my lectures. Okay, I don't know about other faculties. If there is time limit for them, I don't know why they are giving. But my side is no time limit. You can able to download it, use it, and send to someone. You can do whatever you want. I don't have any issues for my lectures because I should keep on update the subject. But same thing, whatever the video in our upcoming batches, it might not be there. So I'll keep on changing the patterns of telling the subjects all those things. So that's enough. Any questions? Yes. So that's all for now. It's time to leave. Thanks for attending the sessions. Hope we'll see on Monday on same link. Projects also I'm going to cover in Django projects. According to topics, we have to discuss project related. Okay. So have a nice time. See you on Monday. On same link. If any link change, our team will update you. Yeah. And you can watch my video on YouTube channel. I have posted the link also in chat box. Those who are new to this session, so that you'll get clarity. Yesterday, what I discussed. So it will be easy. I didn't discuss much more yesterday because just basic introduction and batch details and timing I discussed. Today only I included like editors, application area, versions, okay, Python history like that. Once I start coding part, then I'll not stop that. Continuously I'll keep on going to discuss all topics which is related to coding only. So I request you don't also waste your time and be ready with your softwares. Okay. So please practice it well, and obviously successfully will finish within 4 months all Python full stack course. Undoubtedly, from my side, I'll promise you, you will not disappoint for sure. That much I can give guarantee. So thank you very much. See you on Monday. Good night.